Determining forage is kind of a tricky question because it really depends on your forage type. It really depends on what kind of year you're having. I would say when I first started, I really stayed true to I tried to do a third to acre the best I could on all the forages, but now after been doing this for a few years, you kind of develop an eye for it, and it does take some time, and you're not going to get it right away, but at some point in time you kind of understand that, okay, this is with this forage type we have this much biomass, this is the amount of space I can give them for a day, and that's going to be different with a perennial compared to an early spring rye graze, or even compared to some of the full season cover crops we grow out here too, because the amount of biomass on those cover crops is quite large, or they wouldn't need such a large area. I would say on like our perennial field, it's 8 or 9 perennial mix, 8 or 9 species mix. I'd say on a good average year, we can probably do about a third of an acre a day. Maybe on a drier year, you're probably bumping that up to, maybe not quite a half an acre, but, a little more than a third. Then you're getting into your forage type. If you're grazing like a early season winter rye, you're not going to have a lot of biomass. There might be some high protein in that early growth, but the biomass isn't there. And a lot of times, you want high protein, or you don't want extremely high protein, but you want good nutrition in your forage. But I would say more importantly, you're looking at the biomass, because those critters have to eat, even if it is really high in nutrient, they still have to consume a lot of material. So, and then as the summer goes on too, and those critters are getting bigger, they have to consume more material. So kind of in going back to our perennial, the first time through, when there's a huge amount of biomass, I might be able to cut down below a third of an acre the first time through, just because the massive amount of biomass. Now that second time through, the forage quality is probably going to be a little better. You're probably going to have a little higher protein, but you're not going to have the same amount of biomass, and your critters are going to be bigger. So you're not really gaining or losing just because of the factors of animals are getting bigger, although the nutrient density might be a little better, in that second growth. Your animals are bigger, so they need more to meet the requirements. That too, the recovery time really depends on, forage type and time of year you're grazing, and Mother Nature itself. I would say on an average year, on a perennial field, I would say you're at 60 days, you're probably pretty good. I seen this year we were a little wetter early on, and then we kind of didn't get any rain, and it averaged out, but we were wet early on. We were above average rainfall, and I think one of our perennial fields, it was like 45 days, and that it ended up working out really well for us. We didn't take 50%, we took 30%, and then we got a lot of really timely rains and good rains, multiple inches of rain. So it was able to recover quite quickly. But I would say on like a typical central North Dakota year, 60 days is probably a good, a good average. What's more important though is get out there, make sure you're in like the fourth leaf stage, and that once you hit that fourth leaf, you're probably recovered. You're not going to harm your root system, and that's when you could graze it again.